Let's say this briefly this morning. Sorry about my voice. My voice is a little bit down. I just want to make this video to advise parents, especially fathers. Some of you, when you marry your daughters out, you begin to tell them, you no longer have a room in my house. If the marriage breaks, don't come back to me. If you are gone, as if you are selling them into slavery. Do you know there are so many girls or women passing through a lot in their marriages, and yet they cannot speak out because they have been threatened by their father, by their mother, by their family, that they don't have a house to come back to. I am a preacher and I am not in support of divorce, but I will say this: no man born by woman can maltreat my daughter. See, don't make them feel they don't have a place to come back to. Don't make them feel they don't have nobody to talk to. Don't make them feel that once they are gone, they are married into slavery, that they can't come back and complain and talk to you about what they are going through in their marriages. And I want to say this to some men. You have been marrying a woman for a long time and you're tired of her. Instead of making her pass through pain, through hell, take her back to the family where you took her from. You didn't pick her on the road. She's not a burden to you. Because the Bible says when a man findeth a wife, he findeth good thing and obtaineth favor from the Lord. See, I respect men by the way they take care of their wives. There are some men, you are tired of the marriage. Probably you have found another woman outside and you start maltreating the one at home. There are some women, when you look at the way they look, you just know that these ones are slaves in that marriage. They don't make their hair, they don't look good. They are always lost in thoughts. See, if you are tired of that woman or that girl, take her back to her family. Take her back to her family. Stop maltreating people's daughter in marriage. Your sisters can talk to her anyhow. Your brothers can talk to her anyhow. Who says that it is your wife that must cook in all family function? Who says it is your wife that must wash all the plates? Who says it is your wife that wash everybody's clothes? What happened to your hands and the hands of your children? See, especially women, you don't maltreat a lady because she's married to your brother, knowing fully well that you are a woman. It's either you will get married somewhere else tomorrow or your children will. So many women are passing through pain in their marriage and yet they can't shout out because their father has already told them that you don't have a house to come back to, because their mother already told them that you don't have a house to come back to. Some of them are even afraid to complain to their family because it's as if they sold them out. Marriage is not slavery. Marriage is not a prison. Marriage is not a cage. Marriage should be a happy union. See, if you are passing through any hard time in your marriage, speak out. See, for me, God forbid bad thing, that the marriage of my kids or my daughter breaks, but if a man treats her anyhow, she has the liberty to come back to my house. I will welcome her. I will celebrate her. I will add even more meaning to her life. That's why I tell men, in your will, you are not putting your daughters in your will because you're married to another man. You are putting only your son. You are a low-brain man. You are no serious father. Every will I'm giving to the boys, I'm giving to the girls, so that the men don't think that they are liabilities. Stop threatening your children that if their marriage is not working fine, that they should die in it. Some of them are not coming back because you have already threatened them that there's no longer a room for them. See, even if my female children become 50 and 90 and 100, they're still going to have a room in my house. They are still going to be welcome in my house any day at any time. But that is not implying that they should misbehave in marriage. But for the fact that I am not their father, I will remain their father till Jesus comes. Stop making it look as if you sell women out into slavery. If you are tired of that woman, return her back to her father. Return her back to her family. You didn't pick her on the way. That's why I tell women, if you want to keep your respect, don't go and live with a man that is not married to you. Let the man go through the right procedure. Let him pay for your head. Your family must ask him to bring every traditional thing he has to bring so that he will value you. If you are not okay in that marriage, talk with your father, talk to your mother, talk to somebody in the family. And the family, you must listen. Because a lot of women are passing through a lot in their marriages, and yet they can't shout. And yet they can't complain. Because in the African setting, it looks as if they are good readers to bad rubbish. You are throwing them off. You are selling them off like bazaar. Stop stigmatizing women because a man is coming to pay for their head in marriage. No son is greater than a daughter, just like no daughter is greater than a son. A lot of them are suffering. A lot of them are suffering. A lot of them are suffering. Men are treating them like slaves in their house, and yet they can't shout. The man's family are maltreating them, and yet they can't shout. There are some that are going through domestic violence, and yet they can't shout. Because you have told them that there is no place to come back to. For my daughters and my future daughters, there's always a room for you to come back. That is the reason why I'm working out. There's always a room for you to come back. Come back. I cannot reject you. If God cannot reject you, I cannot reject you. The prodigal son came back when he could not bear the suffering anymore in the strange land. Stop stigmatizing women. Stop victimizing women. Stop treating them like slaves because they are married. There are so many unsuccessful married women out there. That's why I tell people, work hard so that a man does not see your children or your daughters as liabilities. If you are not okay in that marriage, talk to your parents. If the man's family is treating you badly, talk to your parents. And every reasonable parent will listen. Do you know how many women have suicidal thoughts? Do you know how many of them have died, not by sickness, but by the depression they were going through in the hands of that man? And yet you are telling them no room and nowhere to come back to. Nobody, no son of mine will take the room of my daughters. They are always welcome to come back. If it is not favoring them, they must not die in marriage. They must not die because they want to please a man. I've said it countlessly. If you are a man and a man is beating your sister, you don't need to go and meet anybody. Beat him back. Let your brothers or your family go back and beat him. You only evil slave these days, they don't beat slaves. He's beating your daughter. Say, I am beating her and bringing her back, and you are pleading. You are a fool. You are a fool. That's why I tell women, know your worth before you enter marriage. Marriage is not an achievement. It's a purpose for God for us in life, but it's not an achievement. Know your worth before you enter the marriage. Men, also invest in your daughters. Me, I will write will. I will put only boys. The girls will be in the will too. The woman cried in the labor room to give birth to the girls the same way they cried to give birth to the boys. So why are the girls being treated less? Come back home. If the marriage wants to kill you, come back home. Go back home. So many children are suffering in marriage. And they feel they have nowhere to go back to because they came from a family that is unreasonable. Why will you tell them if your marriage is spoiled, nowhere to come back to? I am not supporting that the girl will not be submissive or stubborn. But there are some men that are taking advantage of that statement. Nowhere to go back to, nowhere to come back to. In the sight of God, there is no man, there is no woman. We are all equal before Him. So why should women be treated less? Think. The female children take care of their father more than the male children. Think. A lot of them, their memory has been, in fact, their psychology and everything about them is bastardized by what the man put them through. I want to say this to every woman going through hard times in the hands of a man. Talk to God about it. But if it is about taking your life, move away. Go back to where you came from. You have a family. You are not picked from the bush. A woman knows this. No matter what God does, no matter who you are, whatever God does not bless, He does not support. And whatever He does not support, He can never bless. Benjamin Omorodion is my name, and Apostle Johnson Suleiman is my father. Good morning.